Capricorn, welcome to your reading. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you happen upon it, it's the right time. All right, today is June 22nd, 2023. Let's see what's going on with our Capricorn friends. We're going to call this reading the order of events, very similar to a past, present, future. This will be the timeline of something that's going on with you. It's just not tied up to past, present, future, although it could lay itself out in that order. It may have already happened, it may be currently happening, and part of it may come to fruition if the energies remain on the course. Spirit, angels, guides, ancestors of love and light, we thank you for your help today with Capricorn's reading for whatever they need to know for the highest good. All right, starting out with the world. Old cycle needs to close out so a new one can begin. Big life cycle coming to a close. Followed by the Seven of Pentacles, assessing the situation, assessing the stability of a situation. And the Eight of Pentacles, this has our focus. We're doing repetitive work in this area. Something over and over and over again requires our attention to progress. And we have the Three of Cups, coming together in good times, communing, bringing our love cups, sharing good times in love, in friendship. We don't know yet. We'll find out more with the clarifiers. Right at the heart of your reading, we have a disconnection from our heart space. Turning our back on love, disconnecting, being called someplace else perhaps. We'll see. And we have the Ace of Pentacles arrives. This is a gift from the universe to build some stability from the ground up. Next, we have the Star tied up to a divine wish. Something you want and desire very much, followed by the Six of Cups. This is a relationship from the past, somebody you have history with, somebody you've shared love cups with from long ago, perhaps even a previous lifetime. They're on your mind right here. And finally, we have the Two of Cups, doing a balancing act, trying to keep everything stable during the turbulence of everything that's going on, trying to figure out and decide what we want, which way to go, while we keep the balance. The overall energy of your reading, Capricorn, the Eight of Wands. This speaks to communication, coming in, going back and forth perhaps, moving very quickly. All right. And the reason we're here, the Ace of Cups. This represents a new opportunity to have our love cups filled. A new opportunity to feel the joy overflowing in our lives. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get right into it and clarify the overall energy. These messages going back and forth, this communication happening quickly. What's going on? What does Capricorn need to know, please, about the Eight of Wands and the overall energy of their reading? One more. Why is the Eight of Wands here? There it is. And we have the Eight of Cups showing up for the second time. It's at the heart of the reading, and here it is. Turning our back on love, disconnecting from our feelings, feeling the call someplace else. What's left is not enough anymore. Perhaps that's what's being communicated. What else? Yeah, with a soul connection. There's a soul connection here, partnership for sure, that feels very healing when the two of you are together or were together. Lots of love, lots of healing, lots of connection, definitely soulmates. And contemplating the future, though. Which path do we take? Perhaps it feels like somebody might be moving on here, or at least they might be thinking about it. The reason we're here, there it is, the devil, shadow energy. This is unhealthy behavior. This is some sort of pattern that's showing up here. It's why we're here. It's what's happening is there's a pattern of somebody disconnecting. It's not the first time that this has happened. And so it's having some serious consequences here, and then with the communication between the two of you. When they disconnect from their heart space, you or your person, I can't tell who it is, it's unhealthy, and it makes one or both of you start to contemplate the future and possibly taking a different path forward. All right, let's look at the world, top left. Old cycle needing to close out before a new one can begin. What does Capricorn need to know about the world card here, please? And we have Temperance followed by the Knight of Cups. Balance and healing, moderation, patience, things that take time, and somebody expressing their emotions, which would be very balancing and healing to a situation, expressing one's feelings, expressing one's emotions. But we have the Five of Pentacles. This is abandonment. This is being left out in the cold. This is perhaps abandoning a relationship, abandoning a situation. It's not enough. It's feeling like there's lack here. Somebody needs to express this. And this feeling needs to close out and end. But it's part of the, even though expressing this abandonment and lack feels painful and yucky and bad, right? It's necessary. It's a necessary step for balance to be brought in. Balance and healing. It will be healing, but we have to know how we feel first. We have to have truth in expression. That's what this feels like it is, expressing one's emotions. Okay. The reason we're here, Nine of Cups, for somebody's own personal satisfaction. Okay, let's take a look at assessing the situation. For someone's own personal happiness, they're going to have to express their feelings. They're going to have to in order to bring healing and balance to the situation. I have a feeling they have not been expressing it. They have not been expressing what's on their heart. Somebody, you or them. Which, it all lines up with what's right at the heart of the read, the disconnection from the emotions, and what's in the overall energy of the reading, disconnecting from the emotions. Disconnecting, communicating the emotions, disconnecting it. Somebody disconnects in this relationship. And remember, we saw the devil, so that says it's a pattern. It's happened multiple times. And it's showing here, here, and back there. And it needs to close out. It needs to stop. The emotions need to be expressed. The emotions, expressing the emotions has been abandoned. It needs to be healed. The relationship cannot survive without it. Seven of Pentacles. Why is it here, please? Why is it here? What does Capricorn need to know about the Seven of Pentacles? Assessing the situation. How much stability is here? What's needed to nurture this to bring more stability in? We have some. We've built some from our past. Where are we at? What's going on? Seven of Pentacles. What does Capricorn need to know, please? Oh, there it is. Look what showed up again. That Nine of Cups, it was just on the bottom for the reason that we're here. Assessing the situation. You know, the Nine of Cups, this particular one, I felt it over here. I just didn't say it, and I'm going to say it over here because it came to mind again, just in case this fits. This is a card about somebody's personal satisfaction, your personal happiness on your own, yours, theirs, I don't know. But it also could be, there's a lot of cups here. This person is toasting. It could be somebody drinking a bit. It doesn't have to be, but since it came to my mind twice and I didn't say it the first time, I'm saying it now. Assessing the situation around that. Four of Swords, taking a time out, trying to get our thoughts straight surrounding this while we're assessing. We're taking a time out. In other words, it feels like we're by ourselves doing this. We're not with each other while we're trying to get our thoughts straight, while we're assessing what is good for our own personal happiness. What would be satisfying? What would bring us more joy and happiness on an individual level? We're assessing it. Not really sure. And it does have to do with this relationship, though. The stability of the relationship. What's going to make us happy on an individual level? Is this right for me? Is it still right for me? Do I still want to be here? That kind of thing. Assessing. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. I don't know if you're both assessing or if you're both assessing in different ways, but it looks like that's the subject. The underlying energy, we have the moon, things yet to be revealed. Somebody has not, again, revealed their emotions. This is buried emotions. Secrets having to do with emotions. Yeah, it hasn't been revealed. It hasn't been expressed. It's been abandoned. Somebody doesn't want to express themselves. Somebody wants to disconnect from their emotions. They don't like the way they're feeling and they don't want to express what they have to say. I think that's it. All right, let's take a look at the Eight of Pentacles in the top right corner. This is repetitive work. Looking at something, focusing on something, doing things over and over and over again. What do we need to know about this Eight of Pentacles? Repetitive work, repetitive focus. What does Capricorn need to know about this Eight of Pentacles, please? Okay, this hit the table and flew over. We have the Ace of Cups. Divine cup of love we want to share. It's an opportunity, a new opportunity to fill up a love cup. And then we have the Six of Swords. We're moving on. We're on a journey here. Kind of in the middle of it. We've left an old way of thinking behind. We're looking for a new destination, but we're not there yet. And the Four of Pentacles. Holding on tight. Holding on to the stability that we do have, not letting it go. We haven't said goodbye to it yet. This shows that we're working hard to hold on. We're working hard to think new thoughts. And we're working hard to figure out, how do we fill up our love cup again? How do we get there? How do we bring the joy back and have a new opportunity at love in this relationship? That's what it looks like. The reason we're here, the Magician. Yeah, the Magician is working to manifest it, to make it happen. We have everything we need to manifest it. We just need to do repetitive work on it. Repetitive work. Think new thoughts. Be open to new love. And hold on. Hold on tight through this ride, because it could be a little bumpy. It's hard. It's not easy. All right, let's take a look at the Three of Cups coming up next. This card of communing, coming together in good times. Possibly a celebration, or possibly to get together for drinks in a friendly, upbeat, positive way where we both show up with love is our intention. Coming together. Coming together. Communing in good times. What does Capricorn need to know about the Three of Cups, please? There it is. King of Wands. He's saying, "How you doing?" "Hey, sexy, how you doing?" Followed by the Emperor. Very similar energies here with the Emperor and the King of Wands. Large and in charge, strategizing attraction, sexiness. Somebody might be trying to seduce you here. The Emperor is large and in charge, and that King of Wands has got it going on. He knows how to use it. Male or female in the card, doesn't matter. What matters is the energy. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is somebody who is feeling independent, on their own, single. But somebody wants to get together with somebody very attractive and have strategy around the situation to bring it, to have good times, to share good times with somebody who's feeling quite independent right here. It's like the King of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles getting together, sharing a couple glasses of whatever you like, and hoping that that strategy can open up the heart space. The reason we're here, strength. It's not easy. It's not easy, but this would be a strength to come together and try and enjoy each other. It is a good strategy. It is a strength. It would be in your corner, in your strength, in a relationship to focus on this, getting together and having good times, creating good times. Okay, let's look at the Eight of Cups, right at the heart of your reading. Disconnected. I don't want to feel these emotions. This sucks. I need to do something else, focus on something else, because this is too much. It's not enough for me anymore. Maybe a couple of cups have spilled. It's just disappointing and heartbreaking, and I don't want it, and I don't want to deal with it, kind of thing. Eight of Cups. What does Capricorn need to know about this disconnection from love? Is there anything to know, Spirit, about this disconnection in love? Anything to know? There it is. Oof. King of Cups. Wow. Well, you can't be any more connected than this guy. He's so connected to his emotions. These are like opposites. Opposites. Somebody's disconnected here and somebody's completely connected to their heart space. And not only are they connected, but they're masterful of their emotions. Absolutely masterful. There's a storm going on, brewing all around them. And they're calm, cool, collected, still holding their love cup, steady as could be. You can rely on this person in love. It's a completely opposite energy of the Eight of Cups. And the Tower, destabilizing energy. Destabilizing when it comes to this disconnection. The Three of Wands, waiting to feel something again. Something happened. Something that was shocking happened here. Something that was so painful that it almost makes you go numb. So shocking that you had to disconnect from your emotions, you or your person. And we're waiting on something to happen, almost like waiting for something outside of ourselves to bring us back into our heart. Waiting for our ship to come in. waiting to embark on something else. Alright, I don't know what happened, but it was definitely a destabilizing energy that made this person disconnect from their heart space. The reason we're here, Three of Pentacles, because there's a desire to come together with others to make plans to build some stability. Um, we want to, even if it's at a friendship level, where we want to come together, we want to rebuild. I don't think it's for friendship at all. I think it's for love, it's for a relationship. But we have to rebuild it. And this just says we're here because there's a desire to do so. There is a desire to do so. I don't know if you're the King of Cups or your person is the King of Cups. I don't know who's who. The King of Cups is just so... They feel everything so very deeply, but they stay connected. They don't disconnect. It would have to be a King of Cups who's deluded by, some sort of unhealthy behavior, that would veer from their emotions, because they're just so reliable and steady in that department and masterful at managing all the turbulence. They feel everything very deeply, but a tower happened and somebody disconnected, and now we're just waiting. We're waiting on something outside of ourselves. I don't know what that could be, or even if that's the correct solution here. Waiting for something outside of ourselves. Usually we have to take control of our own selves, our own behaviors, our own actions to make something change. Let's look at this Ace of Pentacles coming up next, this opportunity to build stability from the ground up. It's a gift. It's a gift that should you guys choose to work at it, and it would take work from both parties. But if you choose to do so, you have the opportunity to bring it to fruition because it's supported by the universe. All the aces are. Okay, there it is. Look at that. The Fool. New beginnings, new adventures, new starts. Taking a risk, putting ourselves out there. New beginnings. Building stability from the ground up. New start, new start. Followed by the Star. It's coming up next. We're going to clarify that next, but here it is. It's tied up to a divine wish. For one or both of you want this very much. And the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. You're showing me that you want to nurture this. This is the nurturing mother of the tarot. And she brings support and grounding and all the resources necessary in order to nurture something. Remember I said this ace would have to be nurtured in order to bring it to fruition. Well, this is the Queen Nurturer right here coming in to do so. And that's what you need for a new beginning. Okay, and the reason we're here, look at that. The reason we're here is because somebody's answering the call to their highest selves. They're listening to their intuition and they're saying, I want this new beginning. I know it needs nurturing. I'm here. I'm willing to do what it takes. Okay, let's take a look at the Star. The Divine Wish. What else does Capricorn need to know about this card, please? Divine wishes. The biggest desires that we have in life, tied up to this love relationship, tied up to this commitment, possibly a marriage. Doesn't have to be, but it certainly could be. The Star, please. What does Capricorn need to know about the Star? There it is. The Page of Swords. Pay attention. There's something to learn here. Get ready is what that page says. Something you need to take a closer look at. Ace of Wands, a bold and courageous action. It's an ace, so it's supported by the universe. Page of Wands. New interest. New interest. A new wish is here. That's what this is saying. New interest, new desire, new wish. Pay attention, take a closer look. What is the new wish? It's tied up to some kind of bold action here. Pay attention. There's something to learn about taking a bold action around a new desire, a new interest, a new wish. Desire, desire, desire. Pay attention. Time to learn, time to learn. Take action, take action, take action around a new wish. Isn't that interesting? The reason we're here, because of a painful ending. 10 of Swords. A new wish, a new desire. I'm going to go in a little deeper over here on these clarifiers. I just feel called to do so. A new interest, a new wish. Let's take a look at the Page of Wands first, please. Why is the Page of Wands here on the star? A new interest on for a divine wish. A new interest. Something's got someone's attention here. It's something new. Okay, there we go. 10 of Wands. It's a burden of some sort, followed by Page of Wands on the Page of Wands. Spirit just said it is what it is. Whatever it is, it's very hard. This burden, this is not easy. And Ace of Pentacles. The opportunity to build stability from the ground up. It's hard. New interest. Maybe this is telling us that this person who seemed uninterested before, they're now interested. But it's hard for some reason, this new interest. Learning how to do this is not easy for somebody here. 3 of Pentacles. But we have this new interest because the desires here, the 3 of Pentacles, to come together to make plans. We saw this underlying a minute ago, and now it's back. So it's just related to that. It's related to wanting to make the plans to build the stability or rebuild. Rebuild from the ground up. That's what this is saying. Rebuild it from the ground up. It's being supported, but it's not easy. But it's a new feeling. Somebody who wasn't feeling like it is now feeling like it. That's what that's saying. That's what that looks like. Okay, I'm glad we went in deeper there. That it just clarified that it's like your person or you, whoever wasn't on that page, it feels like they're now on the same page. Okay. Let's excuse me. Let's move on and take a look at the 6 of Cups. The soul connection from the past. Is it the same person that is our partner here? Or is this somebody different? What is this 6 of Cups here for? What does Capricorn need to know, please? About the 6 of Cups coming up next. Okay, there it is. We've got all 3 came up. We've got the 8 of Wands. Communication with the soul connection from the past. Lovers, somebody who's tied up to your heart. 10 of Cups. Blessings from above on the homestead of love. There's communication with someone from the past. I don't know if this is you and your person starting communication again, because that's the overall energy of the reading, communication. But is it with you and your person, or is it with somebody from the past? Over here, it's current. Over here, it may still be the same soul connection, or it may be somebody else. I'm not sure. I think it's the same person. I think we're reminiscing our love and what we have and how much it's tied up to our hearts, and now energy is moving in this direction because of the new interest to rebuild from the ground up. That's what it is, to rebuild from the ground up. That's what it looks like. That is what it looks like. Okay, as we talk it through, I do not think this is somebody else. I think this is from the ground up. You guys, the reason we're here, judgment. You're being called higher to answer the call of your highest self. Being called to communicate, being called to move the energy towards what's on your heart, who you want to live with, who you want to commune with, who you want to build your family with, your life with. Yeah, share your love cups with. Very nice energy, very nice. All right, let's take a look in the final energy showing up. Now we have the Two of Pentacles, juggling, keeping the balls in the air while we're coming up with our decisions, keeping things in balance while we figure it out. While there's some feelings of being unsure, we're holding on and keeping things afloat just fine. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? What does Capricorn need to know? There it is. Five of Cups. Grieving the past. And hanging back, taking a step back, to look at things from all angles, grieving the past, and King of Swords, making a masterful decision, grieving the past, taking a step back to look at things, and while we look at things, we're keeping the balance just fine. It's like one foot in, one foot out, but the one foot in is the steady one. The one foot in is really here, making the decision to keep things in balance while we figure it out. All right, so this situation is not resolved. The situation is still being contemplated. Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles, still being juggled, still being bounced around, but the interests are leaning towards let's work it out. But for some reason, it's tied up to, it's hard. It's really, really hard. It's tied up to that Ten of Wands. But it's still here. It's still being looked at. It's still an interest. This dream is still an interest. The dream to build stability from the ground up. The idea of coming together and rebuilding with your soul connection. It's here. You are your person. The idea is here. It's look, Ace of Cups. That's that new opportunity for love, to have our love cup overflowing with joy. And this is rebuilding stability. So that's this entire reading. You're showing me this again and again. The disconnection and then the connection. It's here. The desire is here. I think it's just going to take some time for this person to finish grieving the past losses, the things that didn't work out, and look at things from a new perspective. And as they look at things, you or your person look at things from a new perspective, you're able to make a really good decision, a logical decision, a masterful decision. In the meantime, you're still keeping the balls in the air. You're doing a good job. The connection is here until the decision is made final. The reason we're here, the Magician, because we're manifesting this. We're manifesting it. We have everything we need to manifest it. Yeah. But there is that feeling of like waiting on someone else to reconnect. Right now they're disconnected, and this person, you or your person, is waiting for the reconnection. And here it is. This looks reconnecting, and this looks reconnecting. And this looks like, well, sometimes we go back and forth between the reconnection and let me take a step back and reevaluate because I'm still grieving over here and I'm still upset about the things that didn't work out and I'm still feeling a slight disconnect. It's like you can't just turn it on and off like a light switch. It takes time, and sometimes we do the hokey pokey and we go back and forth. Back and forth, back and forth, one foot in, one foot out, hokey pokey, back and forth. But your person is leaning to being in, and you sometimes just have to give them their space and not pressure them too much. Just let them know that you're here for them or you, again, whoever is relating with this the most. um, it's what's being manifested. All right, I hope that helps. So choices are being made, but it just takes time. They're critical choices, but they're here. They're here. Let's pull an oracle card and see what the universe has to say. What advice do you have? This is from the wisdom of the hidden realms. What advice do you have for Capricorn, whoever's going through this situation? What do they need to know? What message do you have for them from the wisdom of the hidden realms, please? What does Capricorn need to know from the wisdom of the hidden realms? Oh, there it is, the Arrow Master. Okay. Hitting the mark, intention, and detachment. This is card number 10, and it has a paragraph for me to read for you that is pertinent, so stick around, because this is where the message is. The Arrow Master appears to help you target your intentions and teaches you how to shoot straight for the stars. And the message is to be deliberate about focusing your dreams and desires with intention and about aligning your intention with spirit. Then let them fly on the wind, directed by the divine, until they reach their goal. The only way to hit the target is to allow the arrow of your intention to fly unencumbered by your eagerness to see it travel exactly the way you want it to go. You may think it needs to veer a certain way to reach your goal, but in the invisible realms, human power cannot make this happen. The divine has its own idea of how the arrow flies and upon what wind it's carried. Nonetheless, if you don't shoot, you'll never score. This is a fortunate message as long as you remember the law of detachment. If you do, then be assured that you're right on point. So put your intentions out there and then let it go. In other words, we can't try to force the situation. We can just take the action and let it go. Let the divine take care of the rest. The Arrow Master. I hope it helps, Capricorn. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, subscribe. Make sure your energy is added to the mix. And I look forward to reading for you next time. Take care, guys.